Title: Rising from the Shadows, A Tale of Motivation. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a young man named Ethan. With a mop of unruly dark hair and deep, thoughtful eyes, he was like any other 20-something except for the relentless storm that raged inside him: depression. Ethan's life had taken a downturn after a series of setbacks. He had lost his job, his long-term relationship had ended, and he felt utterly adrift. Each day seemed grayer than the last as he grappled with the heavy weight of depression. But deep down, beneath the despair, a tiny spark of motivation remained. One day, as Ethan was taking a solitary walk through the woods, he stumbled upon an old, weathered book. Its title, "The Power Within," caught his eye. Intrigued, he picked it up and began to read. The book was filled with stories of people who had faced adversity and emerged stronger than ever through the sheer power of motivation. Ethan devoured the book, drawing inspiration from tales of individuals who had faced unimaginable hardships, yet had summoned the strength to overcome them. It was a turning point for him, a glimmer of hope in his otherwise bleak world. With newfound determination, Ethan decided to set small, achievable goals for himself. He started by taking on a part-time job at a local bookstore. Interacting with customers and immersing himself in the world of books began to lift his spirits. Slowly, he rebuilt his shattered self-esteem. One evening, while browsing the bookstore's shelves, Ethan met Sarah, a kind and empathetic woman who shared his love for literature. They struck up a conversation about their favorite authors and soon found themselves lost in a world of words and ideas. Sarah became a beacon of support, helping Ethan navigate the darkest corners of his mind. Ethan also took up a new hobby: photography. The act of capturing the beauty of the world through his lens provided him with a sense of purpose. He began to see the world in a different light, focusing on the small moments of joy that had eluded him for so long. As the seasons changed, so did Ethan. He realized that motivation was not a constant flame, but a flickering ember that needed to be nurtured. He continued reading books that inspired him and practiced mindfulness to keep his depression at bay. One sunny afternoon, Sarah suggested they take a trip to the nearby mountains to see the fall foliage. The vibrant colors of D8 of fall foliage. The vibrant colors of the leaves and the crisp mountain air invigorated Ethan's spirit. It was during that trip, as they watched the sunset from the mountaintop, that Ethan finally opened up about his battle with depression. He shared his struggles, his journey, and the newfound hope he had discovered in the pages of The Power Within. Sarah listened with empathy and understanding, holding his hand as they watched the sun dip below the horizon. She reminded him that he was not alone in his fight, that she believed in him, and that together they could conquer any challenge life threw their way. With Sarah's unwavering support and the motivation he had cultivated, Ethan continued to rebuild his life. He pursued his passion for photography more vigorously, and his work began to gain recognition in local art circles. He even decided to start a photography blog to share his journey and inspire others who were facing their own battles with depression. Years passed, and Ethan's life transformed from one of despair to one filled with purpose, love, and motivation. His journey was a testament to the power of inner strength and the profound impact of the right people entering one's life at the right time. As he stood on that mountaintop with Sarah by his side, watching the sun paint the sky with hues of orange and pink, Ethan knew that he had conquered his depression. It no longer defined him. Instead, he had harnessed the power of motivation to rise from the shadows and embrace a brighter future. And so, The young man who once battled depression found solace, inspiration, and love in the most unexpected places, proving that even in the darkest of times, motivation could be the guiding light, leading one back to the warmth of the sun.